right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna see if this freaking shit works. Um, Last time we were here, it did not work, so hoping tonight it does work. Um, so let's try to do this show, and hopefully it actually works. It doesn't cost me off 3 minutes into the damn show this time. All right, man. We have to cover everything, man, from whatever we left off on Wednesday, Thursday, and whatever's going on today, man. So hopefully not too long. We got the 3 games in the NFL. Hopefully we're not here too long. Anyways, let's start getting ready here tonight on a Friday, man. So Texans Lovie Smith announced that quarterback Kyle Allen officially will start. So David Melvs has been benched, and then we'll go with Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen, I believe, had a nice run with the Carolina Panthers years ago when Ron Rivera was the coach. So we'll see if they can do anything together. We'll see if him and Lovie Smith can have the same success in Houston or similar. Bengals Joe Mixon rolled out for Sunday's game versus Tennessee Titans due to a concussion. So Joe Mixon is out for the Cincinnati Bengals. So they're saying Von Miller, his ACL is not tear, but there is other damage that doctors are reviewing to determine how much time he will miss. And for now, he is out indefinitely. Per sources, he could be out a couple of weeks. It could be a season ending. More information still being gathered. As he continues to gather medical opinion about his knee, Von Miller is not expected to make any decision about the best way to proceed with his injury for another week to two. Per sources, the injury is on the same knee which he tore his ACL in 2013. Damn. So hopefully, so it looks like it's not a tear ACL, but also looks like it could still be something else. So maybe like a meniscus or something like that. Something to keep an eye on for Von Miller, man. Wishing him speedy recovery. Cowboys owner after the game, Jerry Jones, spoke to the media about Odell Beckham. He would not criticize their conversation and said he was unsure whether Beckham will be healthy enough to play this season until he's more informed about his recovery from ACL. That's the thing with the ACL, man. A lot of doctors are not clearing athletes to come back until like a year. You saw it with Jamal Murray, right? He didn't come back within a year. Derrick Rose, when he tore his, he didn't come back. So a lot of guys don't get cleared until within a year. So it's only been a few. It's only it was in February. Here in November, it's only been about 9 months. So yeah, a lot of doctors do not clear you until about a year mark. So hopefully that's not the case. But that was kind of not good by Jerry Jones saying that he's not sure about the ACL. That might not be a good sign, but let's see what happens, man. Let's see here. Let's see here. Falcons are signing former 6th-round pick Frank Darby. Okay. Zach Wilson spoke to the Jets team today, admitting he botched Sunday's post-game news conferences by not taking accountability, which he refused to take his accountability for his poor performance. And yeah, so he got benched for Mike White. And I don't know, man. This kid is, I guess he's like rich. So he's not used to he's very spoiled. So yeah, that's not gonna work in the NFL, young man. I think he's still a kid. He's like a fruit cup. He's got to become a man. In the NFL, man, if you're not a man, you're out of there, man. You can't be a pussy in the NFL. You can't be a substance of toilet paper. Let's see here. I kind of like the phone format better. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I get more energy injected. Anyways, Packer Aaron Rodgers confirms he has a broken thumb. He has a broken thumb. So he remember he overthrew a bunch of passes on Thursday Night Football versus the Tennessee Titans, and a lot of people were wondering, and he confirmed it on this week that he has a broken thumb. Jesus Christ! So he's still playing with a broken thumb, man. All right, I think that's it. I think that is it. Let's go to the games from this past week in the NFL this Thursday night. Bills Lions. If you watch my video, you know what the fuck happened. The freaking there was a freaking tornado warning. They cut off the last 25 seconds, so I missed the Bills going down the field. Freaking Josh Allen hooked it up with that big ass long pass with Stephon Diggs, and then setting up the field goal to win it. I missed that shit. But it was a very good game, man. Nice back and forth game. You know, the freaking the Lions showed out. The Lions showed out tonight, man. They really did, man. They looked pretty damn good, man, going into halftime 17-14. I thought the shit was going to hit the fan in the third quarter when Jared Goff got sacked for a safety. But no, man, the Lions continued to respond. They actually took a freaking lead in the fourth quarter. And then they later on, you know, the Bills took it back, but then the fucking Lions took it tied at 25-25. We thought they were going to go to fucking overtime, man. And then freaking Josh Allen hooks up with fucking Stephon Diggs, puts them in field goal range. And freaking Tyler Bass wins the damn 45-yard kick to win it 28-25, man. Hell of a game, man. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is happening? Hell of a game. Josh Allen goes 24 for 42, 253 yards, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The fucking interception, like, continues to be a problem for Josh Allen in the fucking red zone. He keeps throwing interceptions in the red zone. He once again led the team with 78 rushing yards and a touchdown. Devin Singletary, 72 yards. So that's, I don't know if that's a good sign that he continues to lead the team in rushing, man. Stephon Diggs, great game. 8 catch, 77 yards, 1 touchdown. This was a great game, man, by Stephon Diggs. For the Lions, Jared Goff, 23 of 37, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Jamal Williams, 66 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 9 catch, 122 yards, 1 touchdown. It was a great game for him. But yeah, man, at the end, you got to give shout out to Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs for connecting with that big ass reception and setting them up in field goal range to win it 28-25 to avoid the damn overtime, man. This next game was probably the most boring one out of all the 3. What the fuck, man? The Cowboys and the freaking Giants, man. You know, 28-20, but it was kind of a blowout. You know, the final score should have really been 28-13. That last touchdown was kind of garbage time. The Cowboys players were not really trying. So the final really should have been 28-13. Freaking Daniel Jones, 24-35, 228 yards, 1 touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 39 yards, 1 touchdown. Saquon Barkley starting to slow down now after really killing this team the first half. 22 yards rushing last week, only 39 this week. He's starting to slow down, man. Reggie James, 5 catches, 41 yards, 1 touchdown. Darius Slayton had a hell of a catch, 3 catches, 63 yards. He had like about a 45-yard reception, kind of similar to what Odell Beckham did years ago. It was two-handed though, but right at the 1-yard line. What I felt about this game was I felt like a lot of Cowboys players were trying to like showcase. They were trying to impress, but I don't know who the hell they were trying to impress. Was it Odell Beckham to get him to go there? Hey, come here, man. Or is it Jerry Jones like telling Jerry Jones, hey, we don't even need Odell Beckham. We got enough pieces here because you got all these guys like freaking Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb making all these catches. You had CeeDee Lamb make a one-handed catch. I don't know. All of a sudden, you hear all these Odell Beckham reports coming out, and all of a sudden, Michael Gallup seemed to forget he was coming off an ACL tear. All of a sudden, he's playing like amazing, man. Like freaking Michael Gallup, 5 catches, 63 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 6 catches, 186 yards. Like all of a sudden, these receivers and even the tight ends are playing fantastic, man. You got that one tight end, what's his face? Dalton, it was Jake Ferguson freaking leaping over a freaking Giants defender. Like, Jesus Christ, man. You had that other tight end score a touchdown. Dalton Schultz scored 2 touchdowns. He was on fire. Yeah, man. Freaking all this team. Ezekiel Elliott played pretty damn good. 92 yards, 1 touchdown. Tony Pollard, 60 yards. They ran for 169 yards. I'm telling you, man, that nice 1-2 punch combination of Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard is pretty damn good, man. I don't know if it's as good as the Niners with Christian McCaffrey and Elijah Mitchell, but it's pretty damn good, man. That Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott combination, man. I like it. Prescott 21 for 30, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. It kind of had a little bit of a pendejo game. It didn't look that promising in the beginning. I will say that for the Cowboys. I believe they were down at halftime, 13-7. It didn't look that promising. But then they turned it on the second half, and they outscored the Giants 21-7 in the second half. So that was a difference maker. They outscored them 21-7 in the second half. And they ended up winning 28-20. Should have been 28-13, like I said. That final touchdown was in garbage time for the Giants. All right, let's move on. This game was probably much better than people thought. Everybody was thinking it was going to be a boring-ass game because Kirk Cousins stinks on primetime games. Mac Jones couldn't get an offensive touchdown this past week versus the Jets. But this game was actually a shootout, man. 33-26, man. The freaking Vikings win it, man. They were just going back and forth, man. Right away, I believe both teams scored in their first possession. Justin Jefferson scores for the Vikings. Then Nelson Aguilar comes back, scores for the freaking Patriots. They were just going back and forth the whole game. They went into halftime 16-16. They were just going back and forth the whole game. At the end there, man, the freaking the Vikings win it 33-26. I believe, was it late in the game? I believe it was 33-26. The freaking the Patriots stopped the Vikings. They forced them to punt, but the freaking New England player runs into the kicker, automatic first down. You gotta wonder, because there was a bunch of time left, if they would have come back and tied it up 33-33. Then they got the ball later on, but there was barely any time left. The play calling at the end, there was literally questionable by Matt Patricia. The freaking last play of the game was just like a 20-30 yard pass in the middle of the field. I mean, dude, how about try Hail Mary, or at least try to do the freaking lateral thing, that Detroit tried to do at the end there when they had about 3 seconds left. These guys it was a stupid play. You can tell Bill Belichick was pissed, man. But anyways, Mac Jones, 28 for 39, 282 yards, 2 touchdowns. I thought he played a really good game. I thought he did a nice throws. He had some pretty nice throws, man. Much better than last week, Mac Jones, man. Much better, man. Freaking, Rashard Stevenson led the way with 9 catches, 76 yards. Nelson Aguilar, 6 catches, 65 yards, 1 touchdown. Hunter Renfrey, 3 catches, a touchdown. Devontae Parker, 4 catches, But I really thought Mac Jones played really good, man. Freaking Kirk Cousins, 30 for 37 on his throws, 299 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Delvin Cook, 42 yards. Justin Jefferson, 9 catches, 139 yards, 1 touchdown. They had no answer, man. For nobody really. Freaking Adam Thielen as well, 9 catches, 61 yards, a touchdown. TJ Hickerson, 5 catches, 43 yards, 1 touchdown. I don't know, man. The Vikings looked a lot better in this game because the Patriots, man, their defense, the last 2 weeks they got in fucking a quarterback bench, and they fired a head coach in Indianapolis and Jets. But here tonight, man, they had no answer, man, for For all these receivers, man, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, T.J. Hawkinson, the tight end, they had no answers, man. 33 points put up by the Vikings, man. This is a pretty fun game, man. It's exceeded expectations, man. It really did. But yeah, man, it was a fun Thursday Thanksgiving, man. It really was. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move over to the National Basketball Association. So Patrick Beverley, man, got suspended. 3 games is a suspension for pushing DeAndre Ayton in that one game on Tuesday night. So 3 games. Last time he did it to Chris Paul, I believe, was 1. So I think that's part of it because it's the second time. So they get him for more games, I guess. Let's see here. Pelicans guard CJ McCollum has entered health and safety protocols. He's listed as out versus the Grizzlies. Damn, that sucks. Let's see, man. I think that's it for the NBA. All right, let's look at the standings real quick in the NBA. I don't think there wasn't any games last night. Yeah, there wasn't any games. You know, today we got a slate. We got Lakers, Spurs, Timberwolves, Hornets, Sixers, Magic, Trailblazers, Knicks, Kings, Celtics, Nets, Pacers, Wizards, Heat, Hawks, Pelicans. I think that's a good one. Pelicans, Grizzlies, Cavaliers, Bucks. That's another good one. Bulls, Thunder, Pistons, Suns, Jazz, Warriors, Nuggets, Clippers. Or the Clippers still got all their players hurt, right? Freaking Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. So probably the best game is probably Cavaliers, Bucks. Anyways, let's look at the standings, man. Boston still at 1, Milwaukee at 2, Cleveland at 3, 4 Atlanta, 5 Indiana, 6 Washington, 7 New York, 8 Toronto, 9 Philadelphia, 10 Brooklyn. And then if the playoffs started today, like I said, Brooklyn, Philadelphia would be in the play-in, and Chicago and Miami would miss the playoff. Jesus Christ. And in the West, Suns 1, Denver 2, Pelicans 3. Let me just say the cities. I don't want to confuse people. Anyways, Phoenix 1, Phoenix 1, Denver 2, New Orleans 3, Utah 4, Sacramento 5, LA Clippers 6, Memphis 7, Minnesota 8, Portland 9, Dallas 10. If the playoffs started right now, the Golden State Warriors and the Los Angeles Lakers would be out. And the Memphis Grizzlies, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Portland Trailblazers, and the Dallas Mavericks would have to play in the play-in. The freaking Portland Trailblazers really missed Damian Lillard. They were the 1 seed, and now they've fallen all the way to the 9th seed, man. They really missed the hell out of Damian Lillard, man. They really do, man. Utah starting to fall. They're down to 4th place. But hey, we'll see what happens, man. Still early, man. Still early in the National Basketball Association here. Anyways, let's go to baseball. Let's see. Do we have anything for baseball? Let's see here. Giants said to be thrilled by the Judge visit, but here are reasons why Yankees likely hold on. Yeah, so apparently he didn't meet with the Dodgers. He only met with the Giants. I thought he was going to go meet with both the Giants and the Dodgers, but he just met with the Giants. But the Giants said to be thrilled about the visit. But we'll see what happens, man. Aaron Judge remains the Yankees' top target, but Yankees are in contact with Justin Verlander, Carlos Rodon, and also shortstops, outfielder if needed. So Yankees looking at other possibilities, but still their number 1 target is, of course, Aaron Judge. Mets not going for Aaron Judge, and Yankees not going for Jacob deGrom. Yeah, freaking Matt Dog Russo said that he thinks maybe like a little agreement was upon that you guys don't try to get Jacob deGrom and we don't try to get Aaron Judge. He thinks there was like a little agreement there between the Yankees and the Mets. Kind of interesting. Anyways, yeah, but that's about it, man. For baseball, I think until Aaron Judge signs, nobody else might sign. That's got to be the big dominator drop. Anyways, let's go to freaking wrestling now. Let's see some wrestling news here tonight on on a freaking Friday, man. We'll catch up from all the wrestling news from all the way back from Wednesday until tonight. So Cody Rhodes, man, they're saying the wife got interviewed and he said he looks pretty good, but I'm not a doctor. But if you ask me, he's ready. So I believe it was in June. It's November now, so it's been about 5 months. And so, I mean, January, that'll be 7 months for the Royal Rumble. So maybe it looks starting to look realistic that Cody Rhodes can come back in January for the Royal Rumble. If these, she said he looks good to me. I think he's ready, but I'm not a doctor. So we'll see. We'll see. It's still kind of 5 months. It's usually it's about 6, 7. Well, at least 6 to 7 months. So he's getting close to a target where he could probably get cleared by the medical staff. So hopefully he can get cleared at least by January to be at the Royal Rumble. Kenny Omega saying he's hoping the fans can move on from this brawl, this fight that happened back at All Out between CM Punk and the Young Bucks. He said, let's just move on, please. MJF and Conor McGregor are now trash talking each other. Jesus Christ, man. I think MJF said something on Twitter about beating up some other guy named Patty some shit, and he called him the Walmart version of Conor McGregor. And then Conor McGregor's like, I don't even know who the fuck you are. Imagine a fucking a fucking match between Conor McGregor and MJF. Imagine the fucking promos. Jesus Christ, that would be amazing, man. Jesus Christ, man. That would be hilarious. Alright, let's move on. More news. And then we still gotta do Dynamite recap. So CM, and this is why Kenny Omega over here saying, hey, let's move on from the what happened in September. But then he's mocking CM Punk, the Young Bucks too. They're doing the Young Bucks did a buckshot lariat, but then they acted like they failed, just like CM Punk fell when he tried to do it. And then Kenny Omega was using the freaking GTS, that's CM Punk's finisher. Reports CM Punk not happy about what happened on Dynamite with the trolling by the elites. A lot of people are starting to think that they might be coming back, that CM Punk might be coming back now, because he's like, if you really want to move on, why would you guys be trolling him with doing all his moves? So a lot of people are starting to think it's a storyline that he's going to come back once he gets cleared from that shoulder injury he's had. So we'll see, man. But Kenny Omega, I guess there's another wrestler in Japan who also uses the GTS, and on Twitter he was like, thank you for letting me use your move. So he, again, more trolling going on. Instead of saying thank you, CM Punk, he said thank you to that one wrestler in New Japan who also uses the move. Sean Spears said he got an interview. He's like, I'm not happy with what happened, but at the same time, I can't really have an opinion on it because I was not there for that show. But yeah, Sean Spears saying he's not happy and he hopes everybody can move on from the freaking situation. Money in the Bank, man. There's a lot of rumors going on. Is that show still going to be a pay-per-view, or are they just going to move the match to WrestleMania? They said they're still not sure what's going on. But a lot of rumors going around now that whenever the hell the match is, they want LA Knight to be the winner. But then again, also WWE said we have no plans right now for the winner of Money in the Bank. We don't even know if that's going to be a pay-per-view or if that's just going to be another match at WrestleMania. So let alone, we don't even know who the hell's going to be the winner. I don't know, man. We'll see. But that would be a great, man. Frickin' LA Knight being the winner. Ric Flair's, even though he was pissed, he said he didn't. Let me sit down. He said he didn't like the company being run with Nick Khan. He did say that he's been invited to attend the 30-year anniversary of Monday Night Raw in January, and he said, and then also Royal Rumble a few weeks later. And he says he does plan to attend the both shows, the 30-year anniversary of Raw and the Royal Rumble. So possibly maybe Triple H convincing him. But apparently he's not a big fan of Nick Khan. And that's what he said in the past. He wasn't going to work with WWE anymore. A lot of people wondering, where the fuck is Bobby Lashley? Is he a heel or a babyface? Because he beats up Mustafa Ali, but then A lot of people, I think he's a heel. I think he's a heel, but a lot of people wondering if he's kind of back to being a babyface now. People wondering, man. It seemed like they only, I don't know, man. Who knows? AEW have no plans for Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky was hurt. He's been out for 5 months, but now he's cleared. But they don't know what to do with him apparently. So remember, he was in a tag team with Ethan Page, but now Ethan Page is with Holloway Stokely. And remember, they were being managed by Dan Lambert. But I think Dan Lambert's contract finished out with AEW and he didn't resign. I'm like, why don't you just also put him once again in a tag team with Ethan Page and now have him be managed by Stokely Holloway? Isn't that easy? I don't know why they're making it so complicated. But yeah, no plans for Ethan Eagles. Anyways, let's see here. Thunder Rosa had to relinquish her title, man, because they said that she's gonna be out with her injury until February. So Tony Khan thought that was too late to for her to come back. So they took the interim tag shit away, and they officially named Jamie Hayter officially the AEW Women's Champion. They're still gonna use the interim tag as long as it's not like 6 months or more. If it's 6 months or more, they're still gonna use the interim tag. But if it's 6 months or less than 6 months, they're gonna keep using the interim tag. They're saying that freaking Dante got hurt at Rampage. Hopefully he's okay. Because the brother, man, he had the last 2 years he tore his ACL, and then he came back and he freaking got in a car accident and he was out again. So now they're saying the brother got hit at freaking Rampage. But according to Anthony Bones, he said on Twitter, a fan asked him, they asked him, how's Dante doing after suffering an injury on Rampage? And he said he's doing fine. So hopefully he's not, if he did get hurt, hopefully it's a minor injury. Because that's going to suck, man. The brother just came back from a torn ACL in a car accident. And then after coming back from the torn ACL, he was involved in a car accident where he suffered more injuries. And so he missed most of 2022 with injuries. And now the brother goes down. Jesus Christ. Top flight, can't catch a break, man. Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. But that's about it. Man, I got to do my Rampage, my Dynamite recap. Jesus Christ, man. Dynamite. Alright, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Dynamite recap. I don't think that was the date. Anyways, man, so Dynamite, man, from freaking Chicago, Illinois. What a surprise, man. They keep going back and forth between Chicago and New York. Though it was disappointing. No MJF, man. But John Moxley was there. All these rumors about John Moxley taking some time off were bullshit, I guess. Because John Moxley was there. And it starts off with William Regal. And then MJF comes out. And I beg your pardon. It starts off with William Regal. And then freaking John Moxley comes out. And he wants to beat the shit out of William Regal. But then freaking Bryan Danielson comes out. You can't do nothing to him. Remember, he's an older guy. We've all done bad things in the past. I've done bad things in the past. You've done bad things in the past. Remember, man, he's an older man. He's got a bunch of injuries. You hit him and it's over for him. And he's like, this guy helped me, man. He helped me learn to love my father because my father was a freaking alcoholic just like you. And he helped me love him. And now, the last 10 years before my dad passed away, I finally loved him because William Regal told me how to understand my dad and love him. Imagine you're also an alcoholic if somebody told your daughter how to love you. So he kind of convinces John Moxley not to beat the shit out of William Regal. He tells him, run far away, never come back. And then he walks away. So interesting here. Remember, all the way back in what was it, March, when they started this Blackpool England Comeback Club. Remember, it was a feud at first between John Moxley and Bryan Danielson, and then it led to the William Regal coming in. Then they formed a group. Obviously, Willer Yuta and Claudio Costonali came in there along the way. But I wonder if they're going to go full circle and end it just like they started it back in the beginning of the year with a feud between John Moxley and Bryan Danielson. Pretty damn interesting, man. Great way to start the show. Disappointing we didn't see MJF, but wonderful surprise we did get to see John Moxley because we thought he was going to take some time off. Let's see here. And then we get a freaking All-Atlantic match. Jake Hager versus Orange Cassidy. Freaking Jake Hager, his gimmick is that he wants to wrestle with his hat on. This seems like a WWE comedy gimmick. But whatever. It was a good match. Orange Cassidy wins at the end. Whatever. And then after the freaking match, the freaking House of Black comes back. They're back. So I guess Aleister Black re-signed. Remember, he got released back in September. I guess he's back. Obviously, Buddy Matthews, Brody King, Julia Hart as their manager. They're back. They beat the shit out of everybody. So hey, man, the House of Black is back, man. And then we get the final eliminator match, Ethan Page versus Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks ends up winning it. So he's officially the number one contender for MJF. He's going to be MJF's first feud, I guess. Ricky Starks and MJF. I think it's going to be at Winter's Coming. All right. Let's see here. And then we get the second of the best of seven match between the Elites and that Triangle. Again, the freaking Kenny Omega doing the GTS. The Young Bucks doing a buckshot lariat, but falling down, acting like they missed it, just like CM Punk missed it. So taking a lot of jabs at CM Punk, man. But it was a hell of a match. Once again, the Bastard Pack convinces, this time, Penta El Cerro to cheat. And that's how they win. The freaking, the Death Triangle have taken a 2-0 lead. And yeah, and Rey Fenix was not happy that they cheated to win. So that's kind of the storyline here, right? How it's weird because I think the Elites are supposed to be the heels. But for so far in the first two matches, the baby faces, Death Triangle have cheated. Kind of weird. Alright. Imagine if they make Death Triangle take a 3-0 lead and then the fucking Elite come back and win it. Pendejo face, man. And then we get a triple threat match. It was a tag team triple threat women's match between Willow Nalga, Sky Blue versus Anna Jay, and Ty Mello versus Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Obviously, Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter win the match. So we don't know who the hell's going to be. I think they're kind of teasing slowly, right? Britt Baker's going to turn on Jamie Hayter, and she's going to win that freaking AEW Women's Championship. All right. And this is where they announced before the match. Renee Paquette comes up before the match, and she says, Thunder Rose is officially no longer the Women's Champion. Officially, the interim tag is away. Britt Baker's officially your AEW Women's Champion. So they did that before the match, so that was good. And they also said that Toni Storm's run was official. Even though she had the interim tag on her run, they said that run is also official. It's going to go at the record books that Toni Storm was actually AEW Women's Champion. So good to see that. Then the Acclaim come out, man. They do the freaking promo, man. Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn takes his freaking Band-Aids away, and they finally able once again to do the Scissors Meet Daddy Ass. Pretty damn good promo, man. They love him. And then we get the main event, man. What a main event this was, man. Toshiro Hayashi versus Chris Jericho, man. Just chopping each other to the point where Jericho got busted open. He was bleeding from the fucking chest. This was a hell of a match, man. Jesus Christ. I believe at one time he did a power driver on the freaking apron. Dropped him on his head. Hell of a match, man. There at the end, freaking Jericho wins by making Takahashi tap out to the walls of Jericho. Hell of a match. Then after the match, fucking Chris Jericho, once again, he continues to have this obsession with trying to beat up the Ring of Honor commentator. So he's trying to beat him up. But then Antonio Castanelli comes in and punches him right in the mouth. And he drops him. And that's pretty much the end of the show. So I think there's another, there's an AEW pay-per-view coming up. And Ring of Honor pay-per-view coming up. Final Battle. So I'm guessing this is going to be the main event. Claudio Castagnoli versus Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor Championship. Maybe that'll be the main event. But yeah, that was the end of the show, man. According, Tony Khan did said in an interview a few days ago, he's thinking about stopping featuring so much of Ring of Honor on AEW. I think he's starting to realize that a lot of people don't know who the fuck they are. So that'll be a good thing. But the problem is, how are you going to build the matches up when you do have pay-per-views for Ring of Honor if you're not going to have the guys on TV at all? That's going to be the problem. Like I said in the past, just fucking make Rampage Ring of Honor edition, honestly. But anyways, until next time, I'm out like a light.